Hi everybody, happy Advent. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Richard.
You know, every year we have a holiday tradition of hosting a dessert party. Obviously we can't do that this year, so Jill Cifelli thought it would be a good idea for us to do something for this Advent social that's related to that holiday tradition.
So we thought for our church family, we'd put a little holiday treat together, very simple, for a very short video. It doesn't have to be baked or cooked. Sugar plums.
These are very fast and easy to make. To make the basic sugar plums, you need 1/2 cup of dried plums, also called prunes, 1/2 cup of raisins, 1/2 cup of nuts. I'm using walnuts here, but you can use pecans, almonds, whatever kind of nut you like, and a tablespoon of orange juice. If you want to make adult sugar plums, you could substitute the orange juice with amaretto or Grand Marnier or some other kind of flavored liqueur. You'll also need some granulated sugar for rolling. For equipment, you'll need a food processor, a spoon or small cookie scoop, waxed or parchment paper, and a bowl of water for dampening your hands. So you put all of the ingredients, except for the granulated sugar, in the food processor, and then you're going to pulse them together to make a paste. Sometimes you might have to scrape down the sides of the bowl to get everything incorporated, but it looks like it worked pretty well here. You can be creative with the ingredients. You can use different kinds of fruits like apricots or dates or figs or whatever you'd like. So this is what the mixture looks like when it comes out of the food processor. So now what you want to do is use your bowl of water and slightly dampen your impeccably clean hands, and then scoop up a small amount of the dough and roll it in your hands to make a ball. And your sugar plums should be about 1 inch in diameter. So you're just going to continue doing that with all of the mixture until you get all of your sugar plums made. After you have all your sugar plums rolled, there's only one more step for the basic sugar plums. Now, you're going to skip this step if you're going to go on and do the fancy version that I'll talk about in a minute. But for the basic sugar plum, you're just going to roll each ball in granulated sugar and set it aside on a separate sheet of wax paper, and you're done. You have sugar plums. It's much faster if you have someone to help you, because then they can you can roll the balls and hand them directly to that person, and they can roll them in the sugar. And that's it. It's pretty simple. If you want to go over the top, we'll next show you how to dress these up for a fancy party, a dinner, or a holiday gift. So if you want to make the fancy sugar plums, you'll need some marzipan, some food coloring, some sugar, and some whole cloves. You'll also need some kind of alcohol or vanilla extract or lemon extract. So ahead of time, you're going to color some marzipan deep dark purple. If you can't find purple food coloring, you can combine red and blue. And then you're going to also color a smaller amount of marzipan bright green for the leaves. So you're going to dust your work surface with some powdered sugar. This will help keep the marzipan from sticking while you're working with it. Then you want to take about a 1 ounce, maybe a little bit less, piece of marzipan and roll it into a ball and make it as smooth as you can. And then you can flatten it a little bit in your hands just to get it started, and put a little bit more powdered sugar on it. And then you're going to roll it about 1/8 of an inch thick to about a 4-inch circle, maybe a little bit less. I have a small rolling pin here, but you can use a regular rolling pin or even a small bottle. Anything round with a flat surface will work. And you might want to brush off some of the powdered sugar off the bottom, even though that's going to be on the inside and won't really show. Then you'll take one of your sugar plums, put it in the middle of your marzipan, and just bring it up and around to seal the sugar plum in the marzipan. And if you have a lot of extra marzipan left over at the top, you can pinch some of that off if you're not going to need it. And then you'll just pinch together any seams that you see, and they will pretty much smooth out. And then you want to take your marzipan and roll it slightly to make kind of a teardrop shape, and then flatten it slightly so it's more like a plum. And make sure your bottom is flattened if you want them to stand up. Then you're going to take, and it doesn't need to be perfect, mainly because of this next step, which is you're going to take some clear alcohol. You can use vodka, you can use some vanilla extract or even lemon extract, and you're going to lightly put it on the surface of the marzipan. I'm using a paintbrush here that I use only for food uses. You can use a pastry brush. You could even use your fingers to put it on. And once you have it dampened with whatever you're using, then you're going to roll it in some sugar. I'm using some sparkling decorative sugar here to make a really sparkly sugar plum. And then the next part is you're going to do the same thing with the green marzipan. You're going to put down some powdered sugar, keep it from sticking, and take a small piece of green marzipan and again roll it into a ball and slightly flatten it. You can put a little bit more powdered sugar on, and then roll it flat, not too thin because you don't want your leaves to tear. And then just take a knife and you can carve out a little leaf shape. You could do this with an X-Acto knife. If you have one, you could use a leaf cutter. And you're just going to make a small leaf. out of the marzipan. And then you're going to take the back of your knife and make indentations in the leaf to mimic the veins. Once you have done that, you take a toothpick and near the stem end of the leaf, you're going to put a hole through your leaf. Then take a whole clove and you take the pointy end, put it through the hole in your leaf, and stick that in the top of your sugar plum. So there you are, voila! Sugar plums, and they can make a fun and fancy addition to a holiday cookie platter or to give away to friends and family.
Wow.
Thanks for letting us come into your homes. We hope you'll make some sugar plums with your family. Wishing all of you a safe and joyous holiday season. Bye.
Bye.